This podcast is sponsored by NACO Gold and Silver Exchange. Check them out online at nacogoldensilver.com or go by their location in San Antonio at 13323 Nacogdoches Road, Suite number 3. NACO Gold and Silver Exchange.
It's Trudy here, and you are watching the Trending with Trudy show. And today I've got a very good friend of mine, Mr. Ricky Bobby. Hi, Ricky.
Hi, Trudy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Are you great?
No.
Do we need to talk about how great you are? We're going to talk about this, folks. We are going to talk about this. So, we're going to start off today with, how was your Sunday, Rick?
Not very good. Not very good.
Why is that?
Well, because of our rivalry.
Which would be?
The Cowboys and Washington.
Yes, the Cowboys and Washington. Good old Dallas and Washington.
Yes.
As most of you know, I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I've got a tattoo on my foot of the star. And as y'all most of y'all know, he is a huge Washington fan. So every year now, for the past 7 years, we have done a huge bet because it's a huge rivalry. And what was the last bet? What was last year's bet?
Last year, I believe, we won the last game of the season.
Yes,
so
you did.
You had to do the jersey.
So I had to wear the jersey.
Early in the year when the Cowboys won, I believe I did the blue wig and the jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the year before that,
I jumped in your swimming pool.
you jumped in my swimming
In
pool
November.
in November, guys. In November, he did it with his jersey, with his mask, with everything. Just dunk him.
That's a bet.
So this year, what did we come to?
Well, I heard we're doing a dunking.
You heard, yes.
Heard.
There will be a dunking booth at the Hollow. We're not sure what day yet, but it will be a charity event. You
Correct.
will be able to come and dunk Mr. Ricky Bobby because he's a Washington fan and because the Dallas Cowboys beat y'all.
Right. Well,
Okay.
that's a bet. I'm not backing out.
Well, you know what? It's a fun bet, though. It's a fun bet.
Well, yeah, unless
Okay.
it's 20 degrees out. But,
No, well, it doesn't matter. Hey, we can get you a wetsuit.
well, that's already in the works.
Is
No,
it?
no, yes.
You already worked on
I'm already
okay.
planning on
Smart
this.
man, smart man. Okay, good.
Thanks, Wes.
Yeah, Wes, is that that's Wes's thing, huh? Okay, got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into this. We're going into the playoffs.
Correct.
We, as in the Cowboys,
Yes,
are going into
I
the playoffs.
fully
No,
aware
but
of
I know that you enjoy watching the playoffs. It's
Right.
fun. So we've got Green Bay,
Correct.
and we're at home.
Right.
We win at home.
Right.
Why don't we win when we're not home?
Well,
What's the problem?
that's a good question. I mean, because nowadays it doesn't seem like home field advantage is really all that. But
Right.
you guys have really nailed the home field advantage.
I know. I mean, what are we, 15 straight?
At home?
At home or 12?
I think it may be 12.
Okay.
I don't really know. But, I mean, Detroit almost pulled it off.
That was a crazy game. It was a good game.
Absolutely great game.
And so, okay, so they fired Ron Rivera, your head coach.
Correct.
So now what comes up for?
New owner, clean house.
Oh, that's right, a new owner too.
Clean house.
So
Anything that was left over from the Dan Snyder years, fuera.
Fuera. Okay, and so are you happy with that?
Yes.
You were
Absolutely.
you were ready for him to?
I mean, I like Ron Rivera. You know this.
I know.
When
You have
we
a
hired
special.
him,
I know.
You were like, I wish the Cowboys had got
Yeah,
him. Right.
yeah.
Great guy. He's almost like an uncle to everybody.
Yep.
But he didn't get it done. 4 years, barely a 500 record.
Didn't y'all go to the playoffs? One of those?
But we were 7-9 that year.
Ugh.
Everybody else was horrible. So
Okay.
your dad got hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So, yeah, we won the division, went to the playoffs, one and done. So, yeah, it's time to clean house, start all over. New owners, Magic Johnson is on the owner group.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love me
So,
some
yeah,
magic.
and we're excited, I mean,
Oh.
yeah, let's just get rid of everybody that has any ties to Dan Snyder, just start over.
So now your quarterback, what's going to go on with that?
We don't know.
You don't know.
Don't know. Had a great first half of the year, kind of stunk it up the second half. So I like him. I think, draft some offensive linemen. It was our big problem this
Yeah.
year. And let's see what you can
Your
So,
defense?
that's another head scratcher.
You're right.
Last year ranked 10th, same players, same coaching staff, drafted a few more guys, ranked 32nd.
So when's the last? When did y'all last go to a playoff that was worth like?
Meaningful?
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time we won a playoff
Were you
game?
alive?
I barely was. I was in diapers. I was in diapers the last time we won a playoff game.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, but really,
Yeah.
it was a while back.
It was a while back.
Okay.
It was a while back.
So no wonder you're scratching for
But am I there every Sunday watching
every
them?
Sunday, no matter what. This
Right.
guy is fully dressed, has multiple jerseys.
It's like a
because
sickness almost.
It is. It's multiple jerseys because if they kick a field goal and
Right.
it goes left, guess what? He goes and changes
I've got
the jersey.
4 of them I bring every Sunday. And they're on the truck and
yes.
I change.
And your
Yes.
mask that
My
was
wrestling
given
mask,
to you.
yes.
That
All
you know
that
you
helmet. I
absolutely
have a helmet.
You have the helmet.
Yeah.
You know what? You took the helmet to the lake one time,
I
didn't you?
did. Absolutely did.
Ran around with the helmet on. Yes. Okay. And so, all right. So,
But we're running out of best. This is probably the best one we've done.
no,
in
it
a while.
is, right?
Correct,
It's
yeah.
going to be fun.
You're excited because you don't have to do it.
I know. I get to throw the ball at you and dunk you. Watch.
Well, if it's for charity, it's all in.
And have you chosen the charity that you're going to donate this to?
My bar tab. No, it's going to be ACS American Cancer Society.
Nice.
Well, you know, I lost my mom when I was young, and
Yes.
we don't know anybody who hadn't been affected by cancer in some form. Or
That is true,
or other,
unfortunately.
right.
Yeah.
So I donate every year, so why not? Just
That's great.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
proud of you, Ricky Bobby.
Well, thank you.
That's awesome. This is going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with this.
Yeah.
So going more into the playoff, game. Teams. Who do you see going far?
I'm gonna have to say San Francisco.
Really, you're still on the San Francisco
Absolutely.
train.
Absolutely, they're the
Okay.
team to beat.
Okay.
I think so.
Purdy.
I think he would be my vote for MVP. I think it's probably going to be McCaffrey. He's had a monster year.
McCaffrey is a
Yeah,
badass.
you know, and Lamar Jackson, Baltimore. They've had
So
a great
Lamar
year.
Jackson, I was talking to Danny Closer the other day, and he was saying that he thinks Lamar Jackson is kind of being overlooked a little.
Well, he has been, but he's never had the numbers. He doesn't, yardage wise, you know, he doesn't throw as much as the other guys.
There's
so.
somebody else that you talk about, the Texans quarterbacks.
Oh, C.J. Stroud.
Yes.
That would be my vote for Rookie of the Year. I mean,
Really?
Because I kind of like Houston. I mean, there's been other rookies that have great years, but C.J. Stroud surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought he was undersized. I thought it was going to be a bust, but he's done a great job in Houston. They're in the
Well,
playoffs.
look at them. They're in the playoffs.
They're in the playoffs.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so-
When's the last time they were in the
Oh,
playoffs?
you're going to catch me in a lie here. I don't really
It's
know.
been a minute.
It's been a while. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
But good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that are root for the Texans. They're
Yeah.
kind of like, wow, how did that happen?
But isn't it weird the season's already over?
I can't believe it. We do this every
Every
year,
year.
though.
Every
Every year.
year.
This is like the weird time of year because there's not any Thursday football. There's
College
no Monday football.
College football's
College
over
football
with.
is over.
Right.
And it's like, no.
Well, we
there's-
wait all year for it, and in the blink of an eye, it's gone.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, and you know what I don't like? And I know it's never going to change, but I don't like that it's one and done. I even asked you the other day,
Somebody was
so what
asking
happens
about
if
the-
we lose? That's it? I'm like, what? That's not cool.
Well, can you imagine if they played best
Best out of
3
five.
or whatever?
Like,
yeah.
that would be amazing.
Well,
the poor guys, they'd get the
yes.
shit beat out of them all day
Yes.
long. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's another thing. The injuries this year seem
Yeah.
like they were kind of...
So I got a question for you.
Okay.
So what was your favorite moment of this football season? Not necessarily your team record or whatever, but, you know, a favorite game, a favorite touchdown celebration. And I'm asking you this because I have an answer, and you're going to agree with me when I say this.
Honestly, I liked watching DeMar Hamlin come back and play.
Well, that's a good story, too.
I love that he
That's a
came
good story.
back, and I love that he, just pushed through after something that was so traumatic.
So my all-time favorite
gosh, okay.
story this year is the Tennessee Titans wearing the Houston
Oh, the
Oilers.
Houston Oilers uniforms.
How could anybody not
Absolutely.
love that?
It's funny. I stopped at Slackers to see my friend Ashley. And the Titans, that's
a
their,
Titans bar,
but
right.
all of these dudes had Houston Oilers
Yeah.
jerseys
Well,
on.
and not only did they wear the uniforms, they had the end zones painted. They had the
I
old Derek
know.
at midfield.
Leave it like that.
That's what we're
Houston
saying.
Oilers come back.
Yeah,
That's what
Tennessee needs to adopt that all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did they start doing that?
Well, so they moved to Tennessee, I believe, in '98.
Yeah.
They were the Tennessee Oilers for 2 years,
And then-
they became the Titans. So we haven't seen those uniforms since
Oh my gosh, I
98 or
love it.
99.
That's
But
so
that was
cool.
my favorite moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So originally they did it twice. The first time when they played Atlanta, I believe it was. Second time, and this was pre-planned, is when they played Houston.
Oh wow.
Which I thought that was kind of a crude move.
That
At the same time,
is
I loved
weird,
it.
yeah.
Texans fans are a little bit upset that they don't get to wear them, but when they moved out of Houston, Tennessee bought all the rights to the Oilers. The
Oh, wow.
history, everything. So the Texans don't have any say-so on those uniforms.
They don't.
Right. But Tennessee needs to adopt this. Because let's admit the Titans uniforms are just horrible.
Yeah.
Adopt the one. But that was my favorite moment of the whole year.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's about as much as I had to cheer.
Well, yes, we know, as your poor Washington football team.
But at least they found something, right?
Yeah. No, that's good. Okay, so going along with the football theme here, Super Bowl food. Super Bowl party, what do you have to have there other than your Modelo? other than the cerveza.
So your hot sauce.
My hot sauce. Okay,
hot sauce.
Done.
You know me, I'm not picky. But who doesn't like pizza?
Pizza, right? And you can eat it cold, you can warm it up or not.
So, Andrew, my friend Andrew,
yes.
He's been working for Domino's for several years. And Super Bowl Sunday.
Will he deliver for us?
Well, probably.
Okay.
But, that is National Pizza Day.
It is.
They sell more pizzas
non-stop,
on Super Bowl.
I bet.
Yeah.
What is it, pizza and wings?
Yeah, pretty
right?
much.
I mean, why don't we do, pasta?
Why don't you make lasagna?
Oh my gosh. I need to get Ruiz to come help me make some pasta. Some lasagna. Some good lasagna.
You screwed up by making it once. It was great.
I know.
Now it's on the menu.
It is. No, so I feel like, the signature is pizza, wings, carrots, ranch dip, chips, dip.
Right.
What else? What else would you throw in there? Do you have to have a dessert?
No, I don't.
No? Because you're drinking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You're drinking.
And usually heavily, too, so.
Yeah, that's for sure. Maybe we do need some of the donation part to go to your
But
tab.
we have had Super Bowl parties in the past.
We have,
and
yeah.
What have we had? We've had pizza and the staples.
You know what I'd like to try to do is sliders, baby sliders.
That would be awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
That might be something to do, to throw into the mix. That might be fun.
Or maybe get Sammy to make some cabrito.
Okay.
Hey, you're asking, I'm telling you.
Sammy and Robert making the cabrito. That would be kind of, that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Why not?
See, when I started Sammy's
what did you? I know. He's like, what?
What did you say?
What am I doing? I want to watch the game. I mean, you like the commercials, right?
I do.
Okay, so you when you have to go to a pee break, you just hold it, or what do you do?
As much as I can.
You kind of side eye while you're going, and
so I'll watch commercials, and you know me, I just don't tolerate the halftime shows a lot.
Why?
Because they're too long.
Why?
Because traditionally you have your 12, 15-minute halftime.
So?
You're a former athlete. You understand.
Yeah, but
you go to halftime, you're warmed up, and then in 30, 40 minutes, you're cold again.
They're professional.
This is true.
They're fine.
It's just more me.
I gotta see a concert.
I would rather have the halftime show before the game. Put on a little concert before the game.
Goodness, Rick. Really?
This is just my opinion. I know.
I wonder how many people are annoyed by the halftime show.
Well, I know a few.
Like?
They're a bunch of old timers like me.
So it's like a certain age group that's like.
I would think
the demographic of it is like
way before Taylor Swift.
70 to 90.
Way before Taylor Swift.
You're not a Taylor Swift fan?
Well, I am.
You are, but you don't follow her.
No.
You don't have her on your computer like I do.
8 tracks at home.
8 tracks.
No, I don't know. I know her songs. I like her.
Do you know her team?
Well, yeah. Who doesn't?
Notice I said her team.
Kansas City Swifts.
No, I think it's a cute little
I do too.
quirky
I
thing.
do too.
And everybody that, freaks out about, oh my God, they're showing her again. So what? Change the channel.
And you gotta hate the media and all this.
Oh my gosh.
You know how they are, and I've complained about this before. They build people up and then they'll break you down.
Yeah.
So they built this up, look how great this is, and then when it caught on, all of a sudden, oh, she said this and he did that.
And it turns into a...
Yeah, they're bringing them down after they built them up.
Yeah.
And that's not all the media, but it's...
No, but yeah. And I think it's so funny how all the haters are hating. Hate, one of her songs I was singing.
No, you can't hate that story. Why would you?
I know, and it sucks because they're a cute couple. It's fun to see them in their element.
And that's the only reason in their news, not in the news for anything negative.
No, exactly. Exactly. Bring me some good news. I like it. I'm not
mad.
mad.
I love the story. It's a great
story.
story.
I'm glad to hear that. High five on
we
that.
agreed on something this football season,
right?
right?
Look at that. The Swifties. Yes.
So we agreed on pizza and we agreed on Taylor Swift.
Yes. And you did agree to be dunked in the booth. So
I don't think I had a choice.
I'm so excited.
But in the last 24 hours, we had 10 different bets. And at 0 hour, this came up.
Exactly.
Right before kickoff.
Yeah.
So my back was to the wall.
Yeah.
And you and Sammy were practically had a gun in my head.
Well, we did because we already looked it up. It's already rented. We're going to rent it. I already talked to Balmus about the Hollow. Yeah. He said absolutely.
You didn't even give me time to call my lawyer.
No. Which lawyer would that be? I'm kidding. How many do you have? No, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited for
I'm
this.
still negotiating. Let's wait till it gets warmer.
No.
No,
Let's not negotiate. That's
about as much negotiating as I get right there.
You guys, we can't wait. It has to happen sooner than later because then everybody
What
forgets.
if it's 15 degrees out?
Then it's 15 degrees. Then we'll layer you with 2 wetsuits.
Why do I think if this was reversed that this would be
I would have
happening
done it. I told
in 50
Shannon.
degrees?
I told Amanda.
Okay.
Absolutely. They're like, you're going to get your hair wet?
That's what I was saying.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want to get your hair wet? We can put
No,
a little
no,
bit.
I was surprised
Oh,
that
about
you
me?
don't want to get your hair wet.
No, I bet
If that's the case, we'll dunk you upside down.
Oh my gosh! Wow, that went okay.
So that gives me motivation next year if we do the same bet.
I mean, let's see how this goes.
Yeah. I mean, anything's on the table now. Skydiving.
Oh, skydiving! That would be fun. I actually
Something.
want to do that. Have you ever thought of
No,
doing
I have
that?
not. No.
I kind of want to do that.
I kind of do too.
I want to ride in a helicopter first.
I have done that.
Have
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
So Vegas, I want to do it in Vegas. I know they have
Do
one.
the Grand Canyon tour in helicopter.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
So it's so funny. We've been talking about Vegas because of the Super Bowl.
Right.
The Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas. It's
going to be insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
I bet. I keep thinking maybe we should go, but no.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to not.
If you were, you should have already had a plan.
Right. Right.
So.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a good idea to be out there. So that's why we're going to have a Super Bowl
In
party.
Vegas, bringing an NFL team to Vegas was probably the smartest thing they've done.
I'm surprised it
How
took
many
this
people
long.
don't see their team on a schedule playing the Raiders in Vegas
Yeah.
and say, let's make a weekend out of it.
Right.
Let's go, spend 4 or 5 days there.
I wonder how much the tickets are
I couldn't tell
for a
you.
regular
I couldn't tell you.
season.
But I'll guarantee you there's just as many opposing fans there as there was.
Oh,
in
for
Vegas.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and that was a smart move on their part.
Yeah.
They built an
Well, the
awesome
stadium is
It's
amazing. That is
Yeah.
one stadium tour that I would
Yeah.
love to do.
Yes.
Love to do.
So Super Bowls always look at 2 things, or 3 things: weather, stadium, infrastructure. Vegas has all of it.
All of it.
They have great weather. They got a great stadium, and there's no shortage of hotels there.
Oh no.
So I'm surprised they hadn't done this years ago. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's exciting. I'm excited for Vegas. That's going to be a
Right.
fun.
Well, and the Cowboys, they maybe they don't play every year. They're not divisional or anything, but every 3 or 4 years
they'll get to go
around.
over there.
They might roll in there.
So you
keep
need
an
to
eye
buy
on the
me
schedule.
some tickets for that game.
Right, of course. After I dry off and get done. I will buy you
Right, there you go. No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
It's going to be fun. But it's overall it was a fun season. I know yours is still going on. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I'm not a hater.
Thank you.
The other thing we agree on this year is we all hate the Eagles.
We all hate the Eagles. Yes, we all hate the Eagles.
And I did dress up in cowboy stuff for you.
You cheered like a cheerleader.
And who won?
We did.
See?
Yes, that was awesome. That was.
You owe me actually.
I do.
Yeah.
No, that's
I
not how
brought you
that
good
works.
luck.
You did. I'll buy you a beer.
Okay.
Maybe a 6
Fair
pack.
enough. Yeah. But no, everybody's in unison and we all hate the Eagles now.
Yeah, that's not a fun team.
Yeah.
They're
So
rude.
that's the new rivalry, I think.
Yeah.
Because but our rivalry will always be there. It
Yeah.
just doesn't mean something all the time. So I looked it up this morning. Since 1960, we played 128 times. Okay.
Wow.
Cowboys 78,
Okay.
Washington 48,
Wow.
2 ties. So you guys kind of own us, but it doesn't matter because we still hate you guys.
I
We hate you guys with a
I
passion.
know y'all hate us, and we
And we always
hate
fought.
you.
So remember Troy Aikman's first year, they were 1-15.
no, I don't remember
They
that
were
actually.
1-15 his first year. What team did they beat that year? Washington.
Washington.
And so I think 91, 92, our last Super Bowl, we were 14-2. We lost the last game of the season to Philly. And who else did we lose to that year? The
Cowboys.
Yes.
of
So
course.
it's always going to be, remember last year, last game of the season, Washington beat you guys.
Well.
We played for it. So the rivalry always going to be there.
Okay, so this is a bit of information.
Okay.
Okay. So most expensive ticket on StubHub. Guess. Just take a guess.
The team?
For
For the team?
the Super Bowl.
Oh, the most expensive ticket?
Yes.
I'm going to say is it 5 figures?
Just throw a number.
I'm going to say $20,000.
You're off
How much?
by 30.
$50,000.
51,840. And that is in section C109, row 1.
Which is probably nosebleeds.
Probably like up in the air.
Insane. So this is something I shared with you. I posted on Facebook. Rummaging through an old box, I found a ticket stub. Remember this?
Gosh.
Remember this?
Yes.
1991.
Not that long ago.
Monday Night Football. Cowboys, at the time Redskins.
Okay.
Okay, at the old Texas Stadium, lower level. Face value of that ticket was $25.
$25. You
$25.
can't park at a
No.
stadium for $25
No,
these
not
days.
even nowhere near the stadium for $25.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So the section that you get for $51,000 is the section behind the team. Do you want to sit behind the team or on the
Well,
other
that
side?
would be between the 30 and the 50. I would
So that's
assume.
good.
But it might be upstairs. yeah.
51,000. That means how many people can you take? And then the cheapest, throw out the number. What do you think the cheapest is?
I'm going to say $5,000.
Okay, you're not too 6,700.
Well, here's the thing, and I don't understand how it works now, but I know years and years ago, it used to be that every member of every team gets 2 to 4 tickets. Okay,
Okay.
that includes the coaching staff,
okay.
the trainers, and everything. Every other player in the NFL gets like 2 tickets or something.
Right.
Then you throw in all the NFL execs
No.
and blah blah blah. So by the time tickets go on sale to general public, there's only a handful less.
Right.
And those get gobbled up by ticket brokers.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works now. I'm sure it's the same thing,
my
but
gosh.
there's pretty limited amount of tickets that go on sale to the general public.
I mean, if the Commanders, the Washington people, if the Washington football team was in the Super Bowl, would you spend $51,000 to go?
No, but I would bet you and make you buy me one.
Okay, would you get the nosebleed tickets? Because that's the 6,700.
No, you know what? I'm past
Nosebleed. Imagine nosebleed. That means you can't. They're little bitty
No,
ants.
I'd rather
They're little
watch it
bitty
without.
ants.
No, I'll watch it
$6,700.
Nah, I'll pass.
Do people pay that?
Apparently so. They
People
wouldn't
pay
sell
that.
for that much if nobody was buying them.
I mean, that means you have flights. That means you have hotel.
Right.
You're going to spend $100,000.
Right. Well, and even the typical Sunday game. I mean, I had a friend of mine that went to the Cowboy-Washington game about 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Bought some decent tickets.
Yeah.
His wife, 2 kids. Tickets were $350 a piece.
Okay.
Okay.
That's manageable.
Stayed 2 nights, hotel room, food and everything. He spent over $3,000.
$3,000.
For a 3-hour football game.
So
So, mind you, again, I spent $25.
$25. You're so
My
proud of
weekend
that.
cost me $200.
You're right. You need to frame those, by the
Yes,
way.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
lose
yeah.
them. But so the rooms in Vegas right now, they have to be, I mean,
Yeah.
out of control,
Yeah.
sold out. Excalibur for one night during the Super Bowl,
Okay.
$73.
Really?
Not bad.
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I mean, during the Super Bowl.
Wow.
You know, so what, you want to go to Excalibur? I almost want to just go to Vegas and
Just
go
to
to a
be
bar,
there.
just to
be
be
there,
there
yeah.
for the hype of it. But at the same time,
Something tells me that $73 is going to change in the next month.
you think?
Yeah.
Well, then you have the Venetian.
Okay.
And a Venetian's beautiful. Not that Excalibur
Yeah,
isn't. It's just
absolutely.
a different jump there. $1,266 a night. That's still not
$1,266.
1,266.
Well, that's- yeah.
That's not bad. So the further you get up into the strip,
Right,
because then you
right.
have the Wynn,
Right,
which is
I can
badass.
imagine,
Yeah,
yeah.
$2,800 a night. But that's actually not real bad.
So what are the average? I've never stayed there. So what's the average?
Free.
Oh, yeah, for
no,
you.
no. Well, yeah, we get a lot of free rooms.
Yeah.
Average, I think, is probably $300-400 a night.
That's not bad.
No, yeah.
But I mean, they wouldn't be charging if they couldn't get it.
No, that's true.
Right, and people will pay it.
So I bet a lot of people are doing what I want to do and just go and just to be in Vegas for
Oh,
the
I'm-
hype
I'm
of it
sure,
all.
I'm sure,
and wearing
yeah.
all different kinds of jerseys,
Yes.
wearing all different.
And that's the fun of it, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like when you watch the games in England.
Yes.
How the stadium
How
is just
all the pubs
full of
are-
all
yes.
32 different teams in the stands.
Yeah.
That's the fun of it.
Yeah, and then of course downtown is going to be so much fun down
Right.
in the Fremont Street.
Yes.
I love going there. I
do
love
too.
the Fremont because that's when you see the raw regulars
Yes,
and
yeah.
the people walking sideways and
Yeah, I've gotten to prefer the Golden Nugget. over
yeah,
the
I
Strip.
love the
I
Golden
do
Nugget.
too.
So
I do
the
too.
cheapest downtown isn't too bad.
How much?
$280.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, yeah. So the Fremont is a happening spot, and that's a good place to, you know.
Well,
I bet you they'll have the big screens and air.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
And something tells me by the time Super Bowl comes around, you're not going to find a room.
Nah.
They'll sell
No, but I
these
have
out.
friends that live there.
Well, there you go.
Uh-huh.
There you
That's
go.
the way
All
to
you need is
go,
a
right?
ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because getting there is not a problem.
No, not at all.
It's just maneuvering around it.
Right.
Well, I
No.
didn't know that is it NASCAR? No, not NASCAR. That they built the
Well, they did the
the Formula One.
thing.
Formula
They
One.
did that not too
So
long ago.
they did that, and it
they
was
started at midnight.
yeah, well, because there
Yeah.
was a pothole issue or something.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, but they're doing it for 10 years. I didn't know there was a contract for 10 years.
I didn't
So
either.
every November, that's what's going to happen.
So we need to ask Kevin about that.
Yeah.
But this is their first year doing
But
it.
did
I
he
know
go?
that. No, not to Vegas.
He goes to Austin.
He goes to Austin.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I had friends that went to Vegas 2 weeks before, and they had a lot of the strip shut down.
Right.
You know,
That would suck. We canceled our. Do you remember they had the
Yes.
cyber attack, and we had our. It was a cyber attack.
It was about that time too.
Sammy and I were going to go for his birthday.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was.
Well, I mean because my friend went and I told you about that.
Yeah.
And you were saying you guys were going to go.
Yes, and then we
The
canceled
cyber
because the
attack.
cyber
Right.
attack happened,
Right.
and then because of Formula One, it was just everyone was
Yeah,
just,
it was
no,
just too much.
yeah,
Too much.
so yeah. Well, it doesn't look like we as in you, me, Sammy, Amanda, anybody who we're not going to go to the Super Bowl, but I think the Cowboys might.
This year?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
You got as long as you're at home, you got a good chance.
Well, I want to win this game. I want to beat the Packers, obviously.
Right.
I think if we get past this,
And which Dak Prescott shows up?
hopefully the one that showed up last Sunday.
And you know I rag on the guy, but he's not.
He's not consistent.
Well, I would say he's top 10. And I will say that if you ask, can the Cowboys win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott? Absolutely. Can they win a Super Bowl because of Dak Prescott?
No.
I don't think so.
I agree
If that
with
makes any sense.
I agree with that. I get it.
If that makes any sense.
No, I get it.
He's not going to carry the team on his back.
No.
And like Tom Brady would with no name. Everybody's going to be playing their great game, and Dak is part of that.
Yeah.
So he's not going to win the game single-handedly.
How do you like CeeDee Lamb?
I wouldn't be mad if he was on my team.
Okay. Well, yeah. So again, who do you see the MVP being?
I'm going to say McCaffrey.
Okay.
I would like Purdy to get it. I think he deserved it last year.
Yeah.
And they gave it to Pat Mahomes.
Yes.
So, but McCaffrey has had a monster year. He's had a monster year.
Coach of the year.
That's another one. I'm tied between Dan Campbell. from
I love
Detroit,
Dan Campbell.
And
McDaniel.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
And I love Dan Campbell too, but I'm going to have to give it to McDaniel.
So has Andy Reid ever gotten the Coach of the Year?
Maybe back when he was in Philly back in the 90s.
He was in Philadelphia.
For 9 years.
That's right.
Went to the playoff every year.
Yeah.
Won a division
Yeah.
like 7 of those years.
I do like him.
How can you not like
I
Andy
know.
Reid?
Yeah.
Talk about an uncle figure, the guy next door kind of guy.
Yeah.
And he's had a bunch of personal tragedies. Never won the Super Bowl in Philly.
And he's
And
got
they're
2
contending,
now.
yeah.
Back to back.
And he's still hanging in there.
Back to back, right?
No, they missed a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
It felt like it was back to
Or
back.
did they? I may be wrong.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah. So that last night was a big game.
It was.
Michigan and Washington.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you went for Washington.
I did.
They lost.
Right.
You're in the wrong. Washington, Texas,
Well, and
Washington.
it's not because their name was Washington.
No, was it? Is
Well,
it because it was the colors?
How can you not like a husky?
A husky, a purple husky.
Yeah.
Purple.
If
Well,
you had your choice, would you get a Wolverine or a husky?
well, if you're talking about Wolverine, like the Wolverine, I mean, a Hugh Jackman.
Don't you put me in your backyard. No, I was hoping for a closer game, but I didn't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good game, but it wasn't
It was.
as good as I wanted it to be. But
Right.
go Michigan! Congratulations to
Yeah,
Michigan.
absolutely, yeah.
Shannon,
Jim
congratulations, Jim Harbaugh. So I didn't. His dad, his brother.
Yeah.
They all have championships under their
Yeah.
belt now, so
Yeah.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
And the whole controversy with him with the
sign
cheating
stealing. Well,
scandal and the steal signing
And players have said the same thing, and this is what happened when the Astros got caught cheating. And you know this as well as I do. It's been going on since the beginning.
I
of
played
football.
fast pitch softball
And
my
you
whole life,
tried
and
to
I
say-
tried to steal the signs.
Well, the Astros. It
I
came
tried to
down
do it at my
Astros.
niece's
Yes.
softball games.
It's just those who get caught
Exactly.
doing it. People act surprised. Now,
Exactly.
come on. We all know it's been going on.
It's been
forever.
going on. And then the Spurs, I mean, what are they doing?
well,
Wimbyama.
Yeah.
Wimby.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, isn't it?
It's that they're doing so bad?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're molding, obviously. They're young.
Yeah.
Coach Popovich might be time to go bye-bye.
You would think, right?
But I like him and I don't like him.
Well, they're
I
not
like
going to
him.
force him out, I don't think.
No,
they're going
they're
to let
not
him
gonna-
retire.
Yeah.
As they should.
Yeah.
But I don't really dive into basketball until after all this football stuff dies down.
Yeah.
So we still have a month, so I won't be following basketball until.
So have you been able to go to a Spurs game?
Not yet.
Not yet. I was able to go. Sally and I went, and we had great seats.
Well, I mean, I take that back. I had the chance to go, but I didn't.
You
go.
passed.
I passed.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you need to go. You need to go see him play in person. It is. He is so cool.
Right.
He is so. It's like wow, and to watch him do his plays, and it's like he did one the other day where he bounced the ball off the back of the backboard, or and then went and it was just awesome.
He's got once he starts developing. I mean, he. Remember David Robinson when he came in the league?
It was a little,
and
yeah.
remember they played Houston every year, and Elijah Wan would just
Yes.
shove him around.
Yep.
And who's the guy from Karl Malone?
Karl Malone, gosh.
So that one year came out with David Robinson had hit the weights, and he came in
and all boom,
and then boom, Spurs won a championship.
Yeah.
So Wemby needs to beef up a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he will. He's still a baby.
He is a baby.
He
is a baby. He just turned 20.
Yeah,
he hasn't even had he's not even legal to have a beer. But I believe they play tomorrow. The Pistons tomorrow night. So go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs.
Go Spurs, go.
They have to win one.
They will.
Of course, I said that about my football team. I swore they would win one of the last 7, and they didn't. So when it came down to the Dallas game, I said, "This is it. We're winning." When we didn't.
No, not so much.
But no, there's so many games they have to win.
They'll win. They'll get their groove. They'll get their rhythm. Yeah. But yeah, so we've got all kinds of sports going on. We've got hockey. Do you watch hockey?
When there's nothing else.
I like the Golden Knights. Imagine from Vegas.
It's
I do like them. Tony Palmieri watches
me with
hockey.
my bad eyesight. It's hard to follow
The little puck is like, where is it? Not until you see them going, okay. Yeah.
No, if we had a professional hockey team here, I would probably go.
I miss our iguanas and our rampage.
Right, yeah.
I used to dance
it's a fun game to watch.
It is. Yeah. I think it's better in person.
I think so too.
It's definitely better in person. I've gotten hit by a puck before.
Really?
In the back of my
that
leg.
explains it. Okay.
In the back of my leg, not my head. Yeah, I was a cheerleader for the iguanas. And I was, up on the sidelines cheering, and boom! That shit hurts.
It's pretty hard.
It leaves a welt.
Yes,
I mean, like no
hard.
other. Purple, blue.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's bad.
I'm sorry.
I know, me too. It didn't go away
Pucks,
for a while.
golf balls. My God.
I tend to hit golf balls into people's back, and yeah, golf balls, golf. We need to go play golf. Golf is this is a pretty day to play golf.
It's a little cold for me.
It is cold, but get used to it, Rick. Just get used to it, because you're gonna be dunked in the next few weeks.
You know it's just gonna be a record cold too.
Of course it is.
Because what are you all?
Well, because they're saying what?
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown is gonna be dunked. Well, it's gonna be cold because now it's gonna be cold. Like they're saying, the end of the January into February is going to be insanely cold.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is why you're planning
This is why I'm waiting for just a couple weeks. Just a couple weeks. So imagine the Olympics. The Olympics are this year, right?
Right.
You're ready, right?
Yeah.
And where is it going to be?
That's what I was going to ask you.
I used to have a dog named...
Paris?
Yes, Paris.
Oh, really?
Paris, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. I love watching the Olympics. I've always watched it. I used to watch it with my mom all the time. So
when are they? One point in time, they're doing flag football.
Yes.
Is that this year?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be this year. Yeah.
And so who does America send? Like Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens, all the retired guys? Or is it going to be,
Troy Aikman, Daryl Johnson?
Yeah, or is it going to be CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, that is true. That's a good... I have to look that up.
Right.
Who does go? Because we have a big flag football organization here, FIFA. Not FIFA. TTFA, yeah.
I'm guessing it's going to be people in that thing. It's not going to be it's not going to be like the Pro Bowl.
No. But you know what? You never know. You never know.
Really
It's always going to be... I mean, the Olympics are always fun in July. Right. They start in July.
Okay.
So... some of them, you have...
Well, I mean, like synchronized swimming, I would rather watch flag football than the synchronized swimming.
Really?
Come on.
Have you ever tried to synchronize swim?
I don't even
You
know
don't even
how
know how to swim.
And you're going to put me in a dunking
That's
booth.
right. The dunking booth is only 3 feet tall. You should be okay.
Yeah, let's hope so.
But we'll have a lifeguard on standby.
Kyle on standby.
Kyle, 911.
No, it'll be fun.
Yeah, and so what are the other Olympic games that go on? Let's see, you've got cricket. Do you know how to play cricket?
No, I don't.
Cricket's big in Dallas at Highland Park.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have looked at the rules up.
It's all kinds of weird. We're not used to it. I mean, we don't.
And they score like 1 million runs.
1 million runs.
Yeah, scores are like 174 to something.
So I think these are all new, being added to this Olympics, like squash and cricket and flag football.
Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't even know how to watch the game.
Right. Well, they've added quite a few games, so it's kind of hard to keep up with. I watch the Winter Olympics more than I do the Summer Olympics.
What, you like the ice skating?
No, the long jump has always been my favorite.
Long jump,
the downhill racing and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
That's fun.
It's always exciting, yeah.
And what else? Let's see, what else is good to watch? I do like the figure skating. But yeah, I mean, when the Olympics is on, you have to have it on. You have to
Oh,
watch
absolutely,
it.
yeah,
Whether you're
absolutely.
watching the event or
The
not.
pole
It's,
vaulting, you're like, how do they do this? You know, it's scary.
I don't think we have a choice though, because you know how it comes on, like
Yeah, it's not on 24
yeah,
hours,
no,
yeah.
it's on all on streaming devices and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Any
yeah.
which way you can find it, it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that how the Super Bowl is going to be? They're going to stream it everywhere.
Well, and
I keep talking about the Super Bowl because that's you know.
Did you know that? And you know my feelings with Roger Goodell.
I know.
You know,
You're
every
not
year
the only one.
we have to pay for more and more to watch them. So I believe the Chiefs Dolphins game this weekend is on Peacock.
No. Well, we have Peacock.
You
here.
all do?
I think
okay,
so.
I'm coming here to watch.
Okay, I guess so.
So how much are you going to charge me?
Probably $80.
Okay, I'm in.
I mean, they're charging $5,000.
Well, come on. I mean, it's getting out of hand, I think.
No, it really is. I didn't.
No.
Not until you started bringing it up did I realize.
Right.
Wow. Even when Kyle brought up when baseball switched over to Bally,
Right.
I was like, "What do you
Yeah.
mean?" And then I realized I couldn't watch
So
all the
and we
games.
talked a little bit about this the other day. Okay, in my lifetime, we've had 3 commissioners.
Yeah.
Pete Rozelle in the 70s, who was the granddaddy of football. He wanted football in every household in America.
Yeah.
So we got Monday Night Football with Howard Cosell.
Yes.
We got a Thanksgiving Day game.
Yes.
Okay, so then his hand-picked successor was Paul Tagliabue.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted parity in the NFL. He wanted all teams to be the same. So we had the salary cap, where a rich team can't gobble up the good players.
Right.
Okay, that worked. So then we get Roger Goodell, and all he wants to do is make more money for the owners. You know, he's putting games up for bids to different networks. Now every year we have to subscribe to something else. You know, and I don't know. I say get rid of the Thursday night games.
I don't like the Thursday games.
It's just
too
too
a
much.
lot. It's
Well, it wanders down the
It
week.
really does. It
You know,
really does.
we have
Well,
3 on Sundays, and a lot of times there's 2 on
but
Mondays.
that's what I was just going to ask you. How do you like the doubleheaders?
Well, that happens early in the season.
Yeah,
It's just a
it
bit
wears
much.
me out.
It does.
And
It
as much
wears
as
me
I
out.
love football, you know this.
Right.
We both love football. We have a lot of
Right.
friends that love football,
Right.
but it's a lot.
But I can survive from Monday to Sunday.
Yeah.
And now, while I watch the Thursday night game, absolutely. Do I pay for the subscription? Of course I do.
Right.
But
Yeah.
a lot of times, the games, it's just too many games and they get watered down.
They do. They do. So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So you got the Browns and who? The Texans?
Yes.
And okay, and then
So what a good story Joe Flacco is.
so tell
Bringing
me,
him out of
yeah,
retirement.
for real.
And when I heard, Flacco's signed Joe Flacco, blah, blah, and I didn't pay attention, and I'm watching the highlights, and there's Flacco in the back of his jersey, I thought it was his son.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's funny.
I don't know when he retired. It's been
yeah,
a few years.
yeah,
But
yeah.
to see him come back and look how good he's
know.
doing, so Deshaun Watson, look out. You know,
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay, so who are you picking? Browns or Texans?
I'm going to go with the Browns.
Browns.
But
Okay.
they're playing in Houston, I believe. So,
I think they are. Okay, and Dolphins and Chiefs?
man, as much as I love the Chiefs, they're playing in Miami. I'm going to have to say the Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah, they're that good.
Taylor Swift's not going to be happy.
Well, she'll get over it.
Yeah, she will. No, that's cool. That's going to be a good, fun weekend. So we're going to watch.
Wild card, yeah. So
Wild card, yeah.
who's your pick? Who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be the 49ers.
And
I don't know, because what about the Rams?
who do the Rams go to Detroit, so they're probably going to get smoked.
Really?
I would think
Okay,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's going to be either in the AFC. It's either going to be Baltimore or Miami.
Okay.
And I'm not a huge
I,
Baltimore
I'm not
fan.
a Baltimore fan
Yeah.
either. Dolphins, I don't mind
I can
seeing the
tolerate
Dolphins.
the Dolphins.
And
And the Bills
and
have turned it around.
The Bills, yeah.
You know, they had a horrible first 5-6 weeks of the season. They turned it around.
Yeah.
They've been playing really good. So I would love to see the Bills. They've been knocking on the door for 3 or 4 years now, and they just can't get there. But I think it's going to be the Niners and the Dolphins. What do we bet?
I
next
don't
time?
know.
Okay.
Let's do it. I don't know. Okay, we'll have to.
Let's get through this.
Give me
one
some
bet.
ideas,
Let me see
y'all.
if I don't die from pneumonia on this first bet before we start talking Super Bowl.
All right. Well,
Okay, we'll figure something out.
On that note, we
Yeah.
will be doing it at the Hollow on Brook Hollow and 281. We will give you the date. It's gonna be soon, guys. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be fun. And what else, Rick? I'm sorry.
I've got my mind full with this.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I want to thank our sponsor today. It's Nacogdoches Gold and Silver Exchange, and you can find them at 13323 Nacogdoches Road, or you can call them at 644-5828. Oh, 210-655-4828. And that's it, guys. So if y'all have any questions or ideas and want to come join and sit down here at our little round table, please, you're welcome to
Or
join
if anybody
us.
wants to sit in for me on this bet, feel free.
No, not allowed. A bet is a bet. We will be dunking him soon. I will let y'all know. Ricky Bobby, thank you so much for
You're
being
welcome.
my
Thank
guest.
you for having me. Of
Had
course.
fun chit-chatting about football as always. And you can download us on YouTube. You can watch us on your favorite podcast platform, which is iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podbean, Apple, anywhere you get your podcasts. So that's it, guys. You are watching the Trending with Trudy show. We'll see y'all later.